You know what sound that overlords make in mating season? I'll show you. That sounds like this.
Okay, you're turning me on, man. You know that I love Zerg.
It's the overlord mating call.
Dude,
That's what they do.
You're gonna make me make out with you.
I know. Can we turn on our live camera for that though, so they can see?
No. Yeah.
I have 6 penises too, much like an overlord.
Sorry, Mega Max. But because we get some complaints sometimes that that we're a little too crude, just because some of the listeners are young and
we respect
and
that.
live with people, and that's cool. Like we've all been there, but it's just hard to relate to now because like I live alone.
Yeah, and we're free.
So like a normal night for me can easily consist of
6 penises,
of being naked in my house, drinking, having naked pictures on the TV screens
with guitars
and just wearing a belt and screaming.
Yeah, and also sometimes you crying.
Yeah, the tears come because
eventually.
Of the guilt.
That's later. That comes later once you try to sleep.
So it's so hard to remember times when it's like, oh, I couldn't always do this. I couldn't always just drink and be naked and strangle myself a little bit.
Yeah, but that's okay because we have Starcraft and we can all relate with that.
We do, and we have what I think. Whoa!
That's too fast.
What I think is gonna
that was like 8x speed. I didn't know StarCraft 2 had 8x speed.
We're gonna have what I think is gonna be awesome games because once again they are sent to us by Grog, who was a great Terran player.
He was wonderful and nice enough to send us actually one game of each matchup for Terran, so we can do a Terran extravaganza. We're recording all of these, on the same day, even though you're not gonna see them on the same day.
Yeah, and it's one of the last days of beta. So we are so pumped. We're saying goodbye to the StarCraft 2 beta and just loving it. I'm having so much fun.
Yeah, me too.
And so we have our Zerg, who is so friendly. He made a little smiley face before.
Yeah, I like that.
His name is it's funny because I'm illiterate.
Simerd.
Thank you. Because it's funny. Negative Sons actually reads everything for me because I never learned to read.
Whenever he wants to read, he calls me over.
Yeah. It's all the video games.
Yeah, bedtimes are really really hard though because sometimes I'm really tired and he needs me to read his book down in bed.
Yeah, and I read big books.
But I read big books for you.
Yeah.
But
so we have the Overlord traveling through space, the vacuum of space, which is going to suck him up into that gravity well.
I have a friend who Guns Akimbo knows who he doesn't like to read. He's sort of illiterate also. But he used to like to carry really intellectual type books around with him, and he would put them in his back pocket.
Oh, what a dick!
Because he used to say that way he can absorb the book intravenously through his pants pocket.
You know how many people I'm annoyed with in life?
Shout out!
So we have Grog, going in for his scout, and the Zerg going down for a pool at
15.
10, 11, at 15.
Guns Akimbo was upset yesterday because I informed him that each row of in your hockey is not actually 10.
I thought it was 10.
I informed him that it was 8. So now he has to count. Yeah. He can't just multiply by 10.
But that's great. Spawning pool at 15 is perfect. I always find that if someone's going for a spawning pool at around 15, they probably know what they're doing, just for the sense that they understand the balance between econ and army.
They're not going for a super fast pool.
So we have this Overlord, great scouting time where he gets over.
Look at that command center! Oh my goodness, that is such a fast command center.
Really
Neither of us have seen this game actually, and the Overlord did not see it. Amazing.
Yeah, I know, but there was no way he could have. He got the first Marine out. The first Marine would have pushed that back no matter what. So this is a dirty little secret.
That is dirty as they come.
But the bad part. Actually, no, we only have two lings, so he's fine. So actually, the Zerg player going for pretty much the same play, but the Zerg is going to have to see this because he's going to be a little bit behind if he doesn't spot this expansion, which he probably will.
Yeah, that was just...
Actually, no, he might not because he's probably going to go for the secret spot.
Ooh, I would be surprised. I would love if he did that. That would be really... Where is the command center?
What do you mean?
Where's it placed? That might tell us...
Yeah, it's tough to tell.
It's tough to tell with the place right there. It's almost like he's asking for it to be seen by placing it there. That's weird to me.
I don't know what he's doing.
I would totally not be surprised if it went to the middle. It looks like that's where it's positioned to go.
So we have more lings moving out. We have our queen out.
Roach Warren going down.
Yep. So this again, I always this is a build that's very similar to a build that I pretty much normally do, not exclusively, but normally do at this point.
Now, do you like going 15. Roach Warren against Terran? Because what do you use that for? Usually against the Marauders?
No, you know what? Against Marines.
Really?
Because
extra versus bio, right?
Yeah, because that Overlord did not see any extractor go down. I mean, he was only able to spot this section, but you can usually tell too because you won't see any Marines going here. So he knows that you're not dealing with any kind of gas-heavy build at this point.
Oh, Grog, you dirty little boy. He's getting the orbital command too before he's even lifting off. Wonderful. I like that. Is he going to mule before lifting off? That would be great.
Let's see.
I think he did. I think he... Oh, no. Did he or no?
Is that mule?
No, that was an old one. Yeah. That would have been just awesome. Classy.
So we have some Lings chasing the scout here. Although I feel like they should have kept up. They're going to. He really wants to get that.
He's gonna see.
You gotta get that. Do not see the expansion. Do not see the expansion.
He sees the creep.
He sees the creep. Ah, so bad. You needed to commit those Lings. Don't let people see what you're doing if you can help it. To do what? To sit here and guard this damn tower?
He actually had roaches on his ramp that could have been in his hidden cloud. Whatever that thing's called, they could have stopped that scout from happening.
The hidden cloud.
The
cloud. The gas.
Wizard of Oz made that cloud.
That's the smoke from Terran cigars.
Don't look at my cigars; they're private.
So Zerg really liking the Xel'Naga Tower. I think the Zerg are drawn to the Xel'Naga Tower.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're drawn to it because their DNA is asking for completion. They want to be the Protoss, but they can't. They just can't.
Now I really hope Simiard is keeping track of this Overlord's too far back here. He doesn't need to be this far back, but he will be able to see these.
He does see the SCVs, and
the thing is, the Overlord does, but does he? Because it's such a narrow vision, you won't see that on your mini map.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's keep an eye. What's happening right now? We're getting combat shield researched.
I really love this opening by Grog.
I'm amazed he didn't go for the secret spot, but I guess the fear of mutes coming out. But now we have Zerg player, both people going out to the middle for a quick battle. These Marines
are gonna die pretty quick to these roaches, aren't they? But they are doing a ton of damage.
The Marines are gonna get the job done.
You know, Marines just do so much damage. They're so good. You can get so many in there to fire. You know, they don't have this problem that like Stalkers and Roaches have where they clump up and can't fight, can't shoot.
Now you really have this Zerg player committing, which is pretty weird, which is, in my head, this is pretty stupid decision making.
It's pretty clear here that he's not ahead.
You know, he could have pulled back, he could have, just gotten more units out, and these Lings could have come in. There's a lot of things he could have done. I don't exactly understand the
I feel like with the Terran committing to bio, we need to get Baneling Nest up stat. I'd love to see a Baneling Nest go up right now, actually, because those Baneling Zergling will cut through bio. It's just ugly.
And just throwing away units like that, it just, I know it's a Zergling, I know it's one Ling, but really,
you need everything.
You scouted that there's Marines still there. You know there's Marines there. Pull back. That's one more Baneling that could be later. That's one more unit that could just be pulling for that one extra hit, and sometimes games come that close.
Yeah, it's really true. I mean, it's either way, and like honestly, one Zergling, I always even see, even with you sometimes, and that was just blatant, but even watching any Zerg, when I see them throw away Zerglings, that's when you come in for your battle, that's a unit that keeps one of your high rolls from getting shot at.
Exactly.
For just that extra much time.